I don't have anything elaborate or big planned tonight. I'm not gonna do any big, like, oh man, crazy Amiga games with real controller, or arcade madness, and, you know, Vinesauce ripoff, etc., etc. No, tonight, since I'm feeling kind of sleepy and tired and kind of depressed, I'm just gonna do a rambling stream. I'm gonna play some MAME games in the background, but the main point of interest is probably gonna be just me talking. Yes, it does. I don't even own the game, and I knew that. I've played it at, like, Best Buy. At, like, demo stands and stuff. I don't even own a Wii U, actually. I've always wanted one because I know of the certain games on it that I think look interesting, like Bayonetta 2 and Splatoon. I actually bought the PC release of Bayonetta. I haven't played it much, but it actually seems like a pretty good game. I like sort of crazy beat-em-up style stuff. It seems pretty fun. I like boss battles and stuff. But I haven't played it much, I've just been sort of putting it off. Still have to finish Doom 2016 too. Honestly, I like Doom 2016, but I think it kind of drags on for, like, a really long time. The combat gets kind of repetitive, everything starts kind of feeling the same. I always thought it was kind of weird that even though Doom 2016, in all technicalities, I would say should be, like, a really excellent game, the thing is that holds it back for me is the, fact that all of the combat is, like, takes place in, like, little arenas and stuff. Because you have to keep stopping, and then you start shooting stuff. shoot stuff in an arena, then you like hit a switch, then you go out, then you go into another arena, and then stop again. I kind of prefer old school Doom where you could just keep running and just shoot stuff at your own pace. That's probably just me. Alright, I think that's enough of the jazz music for a bit. So yeah, I have MAME loaded up here. I'm just gonna play some random games, I guess. Whatever comes to mind. I'll keep the game audio a bit lower than usual. And I'm just gonna ramble for a bit. Maybe just talk with chat. Doom 2016 is taking the original Doom and turning it into another Mass Effect clone. No, not really. I thought it was better than what most people gave it credit for. Even I, when it first came out, was like, oh, this is going to be Call of Duty. It's going to be linear corridors and stuff. But honestly, I actually thought it was better than that. It was a good start, but I feel like they could have done a lot better with it, too. A lot of cool, neat ideas and stuff in there, but then again, I usually don't play too many modern games, so it's probably nowhere near as unique as I make it out to be, but... yeah. I know, haha, you don't play many modern games, you freaky hipster dude, XD. I just don't, I do, like, honestly gravitate towards older stuff, so as far as I know, Doom 2016 could be like every modern video game trope out there, but I thought it was alright, I did. I noticed that in my eyes, Doom 2016 is like an amalgamation of all of the old 90s and early 2000s FPSs I've played. You got elements from Quake, you got elements from Painkiller. Honestly, I think the Painkiller part was a little too much. As I said before, everything's kind of in arenas and it kind of drags the game, like, it makes it a bit slower than I would really want it to be. But I thought it was alright. I didn't think it was bad. I wouldn't say it was my favorite ever. I think that it could have been better. It just could have been better. I'm gonna probably just start up a game here. Here's a good background one, Rally X. The classic Pac-Man with cars game. Okay, it's a little bit more than that, but Pac-Man with cars is what I'm gonna describe it as, because that's basically what it is. Alright, delay check. If you can hear me, type in the letter, like, just type in, like, A. I want to make sure the audio's balanced better, too. Seems like the mic's actually louder than usual, which is a rarity. Usually that's, like, awful. And, like, you can usually, like, super quiet. Yeah, this is a Rally X. It said Pac-Man with cars, you pick up these flags and you don't die. It's not a particularly amazing, exciting game to describe, and to be frank, I would much rather play like Galaga or something, but it's slow enough to fit the stream. But yeah, what I wanted to do the stream for is I just wanted to ramble a little bit about life and stuff. I say that now, I'm gonna start, like, actually getting into Rally X and being like, oh man, oh no, I'm gonna get hit, etc., etc., but yeah, I'll try and avoid that. Recently, life has been kind of meh for me, like, nothing particularly exciting has happened, but I just, I don't know really where to begin, to be honest. It's summer, I've just got out of my... Like a month ago, I just got out of my final year primary school or second, whatever. I don't know the European term. I got out of high school there. I know I'm trying to cater to my European audience. I have one, which is kind of amazing. If you told me that when I was like 10, you wouldn't believe me, but yeah. Honestly, though, I kind of feel like I've sort of kind of regressed as a person over the past few years. I feel like I've been taking, like, people's, like, jokes and comments way too seriously and stuff. There's been lots of weird drama in, like, many of the communities I've been in here. It's gotten kind of on me. I've been trying to avoid getting directly involved in most of it, but it's just kind of been eating away at me, to be honest. The thing is, personally myself, I feel like... I feel like I've been sort of, like, forgetting that, like, the #1 internet rule is to, like, not take everything so seriously, but I probably don't show it, but I've probably been doing that, at least internally and mentally, way more than I let on. Because I have, like... I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just an idiot. Let's leave it at that. It's a really good resolution. Oh, Galaga 88. I like this one. But it's probably just me being over anxious and all that. But I just feel like everything I've done for the past 3 years has been like some sort of horrible mistake, honestly. I feel like I've become more sensitive to the world than I was when I was like 12. Back when I was 12, I would like not give a single shit about what anyone would say, but now every moment I'm worried that, like, someone out there is gonna, like, call me a stupid doo-doo face and then laugh at me. Even though I have very little reason to actually do that. Then again, to be fair, when I was like 12, a lot of... I know I say I did not give a single shit when I was 12. That's actually kind of a lie. When I was 12, I used to be like super paranoid about... Oh god, I'm gonna sound... Okay, if this stream hasn't made me sound like a doofus enough already, with me being brutally honest about things, I used to actually genuinely be paranoid about creepypastas. So that, I mean, that'll let you know what kind of horrible idiot I am. When I was 12, I used to genuinely be afraid of them and think that they were gonna be real and try and, like, eat me while I was asleep or something. I was 12, mind you. This is usually around the time... So this was around the time when, like, creepypastas were the things that 12-year-olds were really into. And meanwhile, I was like, over here, like, oh my god, Ben Drowned is gonna, like, kill me or something. And people actually, I think on, like, a forum I was on, people would actually, like, pick on me about it. And honestly... I don't have any strong feelings towards them, because looking back, I think they were entirely kind of justified. I was being really stupid and over-paranoid. And I think that's where it kind of comes around. I feel like I take things way too seriously, even if I don't, like, flat-out state it. It's kind of an issue I've always had. I'm always sort of afraid that, like, oh no, I said something dumb in a comment section where you have to scroll down like 500, like, pages to actually see, and now everyone's gonna see it and laugh at me. Spooky Mario kills Luigi and eats his spaghetti. Yes, exactly. There was a time when even this really crappy one called the Kill Waker freaked me out, because at the end, like, Link would, like, break the fourth wall in the story and, like, turn off this guy's Wii. Like, I don't know why, that stuff really fucked with me when I was little. This was like 5 years ago, whatever. I think I've always just sort of been paranoid about everything when I was like... Was I spooked by Sonic.exe? Yes. Yes, I was. Although, to be fair, I was actually introduced to it through the fan game. I didn't know there was a story behind it, so that kind of didn't help. Did Pokemon Black spook me? Believe it or not, no. That was one I actually thought was cool, weirdly enough. I guess because there wasn't any, like, implications of, like, outside the game, like, effects or anything. That's spooked because I was religious and Sonic says he's God. You see, I think we all have, like, skeletons in the closet that we're just not proud of, to be fair. I think that's something I have to recognize. We're all just kind of stupid in the end. Doesn't matter who you are or what you've done. You will inevitably screw up at least once. More accurately, twice. Get scared by FMW. That's an in-joke. I'm not explaining that. I don't want to get banned on Twitch for showing that. I mean, I doubt I really would. It's all scripted, but it's still incredibly painful and awful. Yeah. Yeah, it's, as I said before, outside of the whole creepypasta thing, that's just silly. That's not, like, any real issue to me, especially not anymore, but... Now, I would say, though, that all the creepy, like, stupid, creepy stuff I've read is actually kind of rubbed off on me now. Because I love doing stupid, like, psychological horror-ish stuff in my games. In, like, my videos and stuff. Especially my videos. So I think it may have actually been for the better in the end, but yeah, I was... The end point was I was actually scared of creepypastas once. And I am not proud of that. But yeah, I've always just sort of been afraid, like, just in general, like, anxious that something stupid I say on the internet is instantly going to, like, recoil against me. Like, not even anything actually, like, worthy of having fingers pointed at. I did not read VoiceBox when I was 12. I don't think it even existed when I was 12. I'm trying to get focused on galactic dancing here. So I love this game, actually. Back when I used to religiously play on my Wii, I used to go on Virtual Console a lot, and I was like, oh man, look at all these old games! That was actually the first time I officially played the first Mario, too. I used to think the games I played on Newgrounds were the original Mario. It's not a joke. I was stupid. Like, not in the way I am now, like, literally, I was so stupid as a little kid. So stupid, in fact, I went on Newgrounds when I was 6. And I remember all those, like, Mario and Sonic fight Dragon Ball Z in space and all that. Honestly, I think that's another thing that kind of rubbed off on me in the future. I think because I watched so many of those, it's kind of put an influence on my work. If you're familiar with some of the stuff I've made in the past, especially stuff like Granddad. And the other thing is that I'm always... Another thing is I'm always kind of afraid that the work I put out isn't going to be good enough, and the one person who doesn't like it means everything to me. Mainly that, like, they don't even have to... Like, no, it could just be a single 1 star without a comment on, like, Game Jolt or something. I'm like, oh no! Everything is ruined forever and my life is now nothing but pain. Even though it was just some random person giving me a 1-star rating. Again, I normally don't talk about this publicly. I don't think anyone even really, like, knew or thought about that, really. But, yeah, that's actually a problem I have. And I'm kind of glad to be getting off my chest now. Or, like, I've gotten it to the point where, like, things that I deliberately, like, host to get disliked and hated by people, like my Toby Fox videos. You know, the ones that actually have nothing to do with the title and are just kind of there to piss people off. Even those, when people post negative comments, there's that little tiny part in me like, oh no, I screwed up on the internet. Oh no, I have failed forever. Trilogy for the video game. Another in-joke, yes. That one I can explain. In a Discord server I'm in, where we're just coming up with stupid ideas, and one of them was the video game. I think it started after, like, a conversation. I think I joined in halfway through, but my own idea for the video game, it's just a single box with a single square box, featureless box with a button that says Bhutan on it. Button with 1 T. I know, my sense of humor is awful, but we all thought that was hilarious when we did that. This wasn't even that long ago. I think someone actually drew it, too. Oh, so I game over, didn't I? Crap. I've just been sort of mindlessly playing this while I talk. I think I might as well swap games then. That's Galactic Dancing. That's exactly what it is, yes. I know, I'll play Gale's Panic. No, I'm not going to. But yeah, I have, like, every ROM on here. It was like 50 megabytes or something incredibly ridiculous like that, but I do. Well, not every ROM. I think a few of them, like, that were in recent updates didn't get put in. There's a slightly old ROM pack, but I have a bunch, is what I'm saying, and I can just pick out whatever I want for the most part, which is cool. But the bad news is a lot of these are, like, casino games that they have emulated, which is annoying. Ooh, I might do Windjammers. Scroll to Windjammers. I like Windjammers. And it just went into full screen, thanks. Man, that conversation about, like, my, like, concerns about lives just sort of went right through the window. Like, I said some things that are reflective of my mental state, and then here we are just playing Flying Power Disc. Yeah, this is Windjammers. It's become kind of a big thing recently for the best, I would say. It's Pong, but good. There, that's Windjammers. But yeah, they did a re-release on the PS4 recently, which I actually played at a convention. It's the same game, but they added, like, pretty, like, menus and stuff. But the main game, I think, is just an emulator. Until I play Thunder Spirits, you know, I might. I actually like the Thunder Force game, so yeah. I just abandoned stuff because I don't think it's good. Simple as that. And to be fair, looking back, quite a few of them I do think were justified after I've gotten that few-month period where I can, like, actually fairly say if something would have held up or not. Quite a few of them I really do think probably wouldn't have made great games. I remade Oriental Hero for the ZX Spectrum, if anyone remembers that. Level 2 is purely trial and error, and it's dumb. And I didn't want to finish it. So I just kind of left it in limbo. I would like to remake a really crap game that Ashens has covered or something. I think that would be lots of fun if I could get it to work.
Good show. Well done. Next round.
Yeah. I mean, I might play Parodius, I guess. I like those games too. I'm a big shoot-'em-up fan. Here's the thing though, Oriental Hero, my remake game, was more like Kung Fu on the NES than it was Oriental Hero. Like, you could actually, it was like actually properly scrolling, enemies would actually come from the sides, etc., etc. There is in-game beeper music! I might have to pull it out even, just to show you, but yeah. It's mainly music just ripped from other games, but yeah. I guess I'll pull it out after I get clobbered at Windjammers inevitably. Oh, an actual ZX Spectrum game. I guess. Yes, this is a Neo Geo game. I actually played it on real hardware at, like, retro arcades and stuff. I actually played against a kid when I went to a local convention. It was fun. I beat him because I've played this more than he has. Ha ha, look at me. I am the best in the world. I don't care. It was fun. I think anyone to play with, as long as they aren't, like, absolute twats when you're playing against them, are great. I went to PAX East. I went to the Smash area, and all of the people that, well, not all of them, a few of them are cool, but a lot of them were, like, so into Smash that they were, like, genuinely criticizing me for not being very good at the game. Like, one kid just, like, I played against him, I played his Game & Watch, he's my main because I'm stupid. But, like, I lost against him, he just looked me in the eyes and said, like, what you're doing is too predictable, and then he just sort of sent me off. Needless to say, I wasn't exactly pleased after that.
Round 3.
I actually participated in a Marvel vs. Capcom 3 tournament at PAX. I lost on the first round and I nearly cried because I'm a pathetic, spineless twit. But also I was like 13. Which again is kind of a late age to be crying over something like that, but I'm just an idiot. Yes, I've been going to PAX since like 2013. Yes. I'm aware that I am fairly young and probably shouldn't even be talking on the internet, but yeah.
Here we go. Fight action.
I honestly...
Good show.
Set. Get ready.
My team, I forgot. I think I just picked people at random. I don't play MVC3. I'm more of a 2 guy myself, even to this day. I think I picked... the only 2 I remember is I had Strider and Beautiful Joe, and I actually managed to win a round just by staying in the air by mashing Joe's kicks. Yeah, a team of 3 Sentinels. I didn't like flat out cry, but I was like choked up because I'm a stupid wimp. But then I remember it's a video game. And if you take video games seriously, you're an idiot. There. That was my philosophy for the video, for this stream. Alright, I'm gonna play the game that I was hyping up in my description there. I have lots of fond memories with this game. I don't remember, this was years ago, actually. Oh yeah, this game's really quiet, too. We have to turn it up. The thing is, Police Trainer here, actually, I'll give a bit of a background with, well, my background with this game, at least. Police Trainer here is a, well, it's a shoot-'em-up game, sort of like Point Blank. And I used to actually religiously play this game whenever I saw it in an arcade. It was, like, one of my favorites. When I was little, I actually used to think this was a real training thing. And I was an idiot when I was a kid, because there's lots of stuff in here that kind of not so subtly hints it's not. But basically, it's like Point Blank. You shoot... this was at nearly every arcade I went to locally. But it is, you just shoot stuff. You do these little mini-games and stuff. It's kind of cool. Although it gets, like, really brutal near the end. I was playing it earlier today, too. I played this so much, I can, like, recognize the sound effects from a mile away. Like, this game was, like, one of the arcade staples when I was little. Honestly, looking back, it's probably not that exciting at all, but this was, like, my jam. What you gotta do is, you do these different mini-games, and you have to hit a certain quota, which gets filled up on this bar on the left here. And yes, I'm doing this with a mouse. I prefer the light gun, personally, but mouse makes sense, at least. I'm doing bad at this, but you gotta shoot the ones that don't have the crosses on them. And I screwed it up! Yay. Oh, if you think I can't shoot now, wait until you see later. I beat this game and it took with a mouse and an emulator, and it took me like 30 coins to get past the last batch of mini games. Maybe it's just when you gotta shoot the guys that are armed, shoot the bad ones, you lose points. You can make as many police brutality jokes as you want in the chat. Go ahead. Play with Wast! Alright, you gotta shoot the head is always Way to go. Yay. This starts moving in the later minigame batches. What it is they retain some of the general concepts, but they start adding, like, different gimmicks to them, though. Like I said, that one starts moving to make it harder to hit. This one you gotta match what it I think a lot of these are pretty explanatory. I don't really need to explain them because they speak for themselves. Yellow man, yes. Doesn't sound racist at all. Here's Judgment. This one I always thought looked weird because it's like you're shooting like screens or something with the green men on it. You know if they're gonna what? Unless that's supposed to be a joke that flew over my head of some sort. The thing is, if they're holding a gun, you shoot them. But yeah, if they're holding a gun, you shoot them. If they're not, you don't. There. Here's a good timing test. I like to screw up with the mouse. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing great. Having such a hard time shooting these static targets. I did a lot better off stream with this, trust me. Yes, I had a feeling it was. Am good. I said better, I didn't necessarily mean I played good. You know, this is a game where I really cannot commentate and play over. You gotta be, like, in the zone to do it, and probably also have a physical gun to shoot these with, too, because that makes it so much better. Okay, yeah, that's enough of this. This is a bad game to stream. I'm just gonna be here all day if I keep that up. So, no, this isn't the one. Oh, great, it doesn't work. Great. I'm not gonna bother going to re-download the ROM for that one. Yeah, beep. Shoot the bombs to defuse them, exactly. Hey, look, it's the game, the relevant one. I'm not playing it though. I've played Mega Man the Power Battles to death. Yeah, I used to own an Anniversary Collection. When I unlocked that, I actually played that more because it was the only Mega Man game I could actually beat because you could just keep putting in continues. And then I beat Mega Man 6 and I was like, oh my god, I beat a Mega Man game! Ah! I was like 8 when this happened. Oh, I think I've told this story a bunch, but because I need to get more incriminating, awful things about myself out of the way tonight. When I was little, the GameCube startup screen terrified me. I'm just gonna let that statement sink in, because it gets stupider the more you think about it. But yeah, the GameCube startup screen terrified me. Actually, I should probably play a 2D shooter. I like those. There's a really weird one. Well, I have a bunch of weird ones. I'm gonna go through my favorites. That way you can know I've actually played these games or not. And yes, that is indeed Saddam Hussein and Bush. Yes, it's the best thing ever. It's a puzzle game though. Sadly, it's not like an actual action game. But yeah, when I was little, the GameCube. Rising starts playing. Oh yeah, I've heard lots of people being afraid of the red screen of death on the PlayStation 2. I was never afraid of that, honestly. The only one that I can recall that really freaked me out was the Xbox, even though I never owned one and I never really played it, and the GameCube. So I'm going to go into the reason why the GameCube spooked me so much, because it's not as simple as just, oh no, I thought the cube making the music note sounds was scary. It's a bit deeper than that, but it's still pretty stupid. You know, I had the image up for this earlier. I'm gonna play Shinobi then. Might want to turn it down, though. I like Shinobi. It's a brutally difficult game, but it's fun when you know what you're doing. When I was little... the PS1 boot up actually spooked me when I was little too, but again, I played more on the PS2 and the GameCube than anything, but let me begin the story of the GameCube, because I'm sure you all want to laugh at me for it. I don't blame you, it's pretty stupid. When I was little, when I first got the GameCube, the startup screen didn't scare me. So yeah, already off to a weird start. I don't have any distinct memories about it. Oh yeah, it'd make the weird noises, yes, I've read about that. But yeah, when I was little, the GameCube startup did not inherently scare me from the start, but when one of my cousin's friends, I think his name was Travis or Trevor or something to that degree, when he came over, we played like Crash Nitro Kart, I think, the racing game one that doesn't have the guns in it. But yeah, we played like Crash Nitro Kart. Shinobi's always made out of references. If you've played Revenge of Shinobi, it has Spider-Man in it. It's the best thing ever. But yeah. Nothing about it sort of inherently scared me. Cousin's friend Travis came over. We were playing Crash Nitro Kart. And then the game froze. Okay? It came up with the usual screen that says, "Warning, your disc is scratched. Check the instruction manual, blah, blah, blah." So then I decided to turn the game off and turn it back on again. And I don't know, I don't think this is exactly what happened. I can't confirm or deny it. But as far as I could tell now from new knowledge, Travis must have been holding down the Z button when I turned it back on. This is where the real horror begins. So you know what happens when you turn on the GameCube when you hold Z, right? This. You know, it still kind of freaks me out on a subconscious level, to be honest. Nothing about that is really inherently scary, though, trust me. But the thing is, when I was little, the fact that, like, it sounded weird and it came out of nowhere, at least to my knowledge, it came out of nowhere. I was gonna say, that actually freaked me out a lot. And I went to, like, my parents and I was like, "Oh my god, the GameCube just did something really creepy." And it was like, ah! And I thought it was a random occurrence. I didn't know you held down Z to activate it. I just thought it was a random occurrence. And my first impression when I was like 5 or 6 when I heard that, it freaked me out enough to the point, yes, I know what the red screen looks like. Trust me. I used to get that a lot. A lot of my PS2 discs were badly scratched because I was really bad at handling discs, and I still kind of am, to be honest. But yeah, the weird noise happened, and I ran to my parents. I was like, "Oh my god! Ah!" And the thing is that, since I thought it was a random occurrence, every time I would go to turn on a GameCube, I would instantly switch it over to another video source, like the main TV or something. The clear screen by holding L and R? That's a thing? Gotta check that out, huh? I never knew about that! I do know about the 4-button one where it's like samurai noises. That one's cool. But yeah, that freaked me out enough where I would keep changing the video input, like, right around the time it starts up, but just enough so I can get back into the game, yeah. It's Mario! But I would turn it back after I was sure the logo had gone away, and then I'd get back into the game. But the thing is that it freaked me out so badly, I would have consistent nightmares about it when I was little. Even though I had only heard it like once or twice and never got, like, in my mind, what I imagined the sound sounding like was completely wrong, and in my nightmares it sounded wrong too. But yeah, it freaked me out enough to where I would have nightmares about it, and think, like, the things that would happen were, like, I would actually get locked into a room, like a dark room, and then with a TV in it, and then it would come on, and I would, like, die, literally just die on the spot, like, knock over, like in a video game or something. Some of them involved me running away from the screen, while, like, other weird things happened around me. I was a messed up child. But yeah, I had, like, these weird nightmares about it, and it carried on for so long, my dad actually had to, like, force me to turn on the GameCube with the input on, just to get me to stop being so afraid of it. Oh, no, that's what skips to the menu. I actually used to do that a lot to avoid listening to the startup sound, because, again, I was stupid. The MGM line never spooked me, but the one version that appears before Spaceballs, yes, I watched Spaceballs when I was little, where it would, like, come right out of nowhere, actually kind of made me jump a few times, but I don't have any, like, particular, like, nightmare-related memories with that, though. What did freak me out was THX, though. That was not fun when I was little. I think that equaled in terror with the GameCube thing. I own Twisted Metal Black. I actually got it for Christmas back in, like, 2012 from my mom. Yes, every bit of that sentence was unironic and serious. 2012 from my mom, a PS2 game. You've never lived if you weren't scared of THX. I agree entirely with that sentiment, brother. Like, the thing is, before it started Lion King, even the Moo-Can version where, you know, the robot text, like, comes down and, like, plugs it in, it makes the silly cow noises, even that spooked me because it was still a loud, like, ascending noise. Yeah. That was the one I actually saw the most as a kid, because I used to watch, like, old Pixar films and stuff, and I was really into them for some reason. I think I watched The Incredibles, like, a million times. I haven't seen that in years. I remember it actually being really good. Again, here's the thing I really can't 100% contend about, since this was, like, before I can remember old, but apparently as a little kid I used to be horrifically afraid of the Neversoft logo. You know, the eyeball that gets chased and then he gets impaled. I think I do remember some instances of being creeped out by it, but apparently, according to my dad, I used to be, like, horrified of that. Which, I mean, is still more reasonable than the GameCube thing, to be fair, since it's actually kind of disturbing in a sense, but yeah. It's demonic Felix. The thing is, though, is I lived in a country that wasn't cool and didn't like weird bootleg, like, aftermarket tapes, so I had to get the full experience. I should have asked for Mr. Gimmick. It's weird, though, around the time I was scared of the GameCube logo, I played Mortal Kombat Deception religiously. And that's a game where body parts get flown around, there's giant snakes that eat the opponent. Like, That should have freaked me out, but no, it was just weird squeaky noises coming from a purple cube that freaked me out. If anyone remembers that crappy CG movie Over the Hedge, like, I think the reason why I went to see it when I was little is because it had a THX reference in it. No joke. Because, even though I was scared of it, I was like, oh my god, it's something really personal to me, even though it's a one-off joke. That really is no different from any other pop culture reference. Yes, there was a THX thing. If I remember, what they do is like they go on it, they like hit like a security TV, and then they hit a button, and then the logo pops up, and it plays the sound, and they get like blown away by it. It's just something really stock and obvious like that. Man, everyone has like fond memories of Over the Hedge. It's probably not even that good of a movie, but yeah. Actually, I'm entirely certain it's a crap movie. Trying to think of other things that freaked me out when I was little. Pojo the chicken from Gauntlet Dark Legacy, even though I think that was more my weird psychology being like, it's a weird joke, therefore my dad won't approve of it. I was messed up when I was little, trust me. I was actually afraid of telling my dad that Dr. Wily isn't pronounced Dr. Willy. I don't know why. I was, like, afraid of this because I feel like it was going to be some sort of horrific, earth-shattering revelation to him. Yes, he still pronounces it Dr. Willy to this day, even though I have corrected him several times. I used to like Shark Tale when I was little, but I used to like a lot of bad things when I was little. My dad pronounces Parappa the Rapper Papa the Rapper. Like, for some reason, I was always afraid of, like, correcting my dad whenever he, like, said something wrong, even though 99% of the time, his literal response is, I make up my own stuff. Like, that's his justification for saying it wrong. Which is also what he uses when he starts singing about really stupid, like, impromptu lyrics about pizza and drugs when he sings to songs. Not any specific drugs, he just shoves in the word drugs because, ha, it's funny because it's illegal. I think my dad's, like, mentally, like, 13. At least when it comes to his sense of humor. Yeah, Mario, eat mushroom and get high XD. What if when Peach is Mario? Drugs aren't supposed to be fair. I gotta explain that one if you don't already know. I was showing my dad Biomenace for DOS, the old platformer thing, and on episode 3, they pull off this really cheap thing where they have, like, mines hidden above foreground grass tiles so you can't see them on your first time. And I said to him, that's kind of unfair, and his response is, mines aren't supposed to be fair. And I just, like, gave up on the spot. When I heard that, I was just like, I quit. My dad also believes that vacuum cleaners interfere with... No, my dad believes that vacuum cleaners aren't interfere with electronics. I think that's on my Twitter thing. But he doesn't believe that microwaves do, even though it makes no sense. Yeah, my dad actually, that's actually not an exaggeration. My dad gets, like, really angry when there's, like, tangles of wires, like, no matter the situation. He gets, like, furious at the sight of tangled wires, so much so that he thinks Wi-Fi hard drives are a good idea. He thinks anything wireless is a good idea, probably because of that. Christmas lights. Fascist Pete is still the best name. Also, I'm doing really bad at this, but that's because this part's really annoyingly hard. So I'm gonna quit this and play something else I'm better at. It was Spark Man. Flashback to the other stream. Oh hey, Thunder Force, you were bringing it up earlier. Wireless arms are great. This is just Thunder Force 3 if I remember, but yeah. Yeah, I like these games, they're good. Not being Thunder Spirits. Look, dude, it's all about the blast processing. Super Nintendo ain't got that. Son, homie G, etc., etc. I say that even though I'm playing the arcade version. So just completely platform neutral then. This is another one I'm gonna start actually like getting into and stop talking while playing. 3DO for life, yes. Anything else is baby's toys. Oh, if you think this is 10 times more cocaine, wait till you see Thunder Force 4 in the Genesis. That one is nuts. Actually, no, I'm gonna pull up Thunder Force 4. I love this game. In fact, I'm going to close out MAME just for this. It is an experience. It has Genesis metal, so if you don't like Genesis metal, I recommend you turning the volume down. I didn't watch R.A.P. I think that was around the time where I started, like, not caring about cinema. Or starting to become kind of disillusioned. Yeah, here's Thunder Force 4. Get ready for this. Wild! Oh yeah, I think yesterday was like RoboCop's 30th birthday. That's a thing. I like RoboCop. It's a good movie. There, that was that thought completed. Yeah, RoboCop's a movie that I never really appreciated until like recently, though. Like, when I watched it the first time when I was like 12, I thought, that was a good movie. But then, looking back now, I'm like, oh my god, this is surprisingly pretty edge-pushing for 1987. Like, if you got like a fixation for like biting satire on society and stuff, RoboCop is one of the few things where I actually think they did it better than they really should have. Because normally, in my opinion, a lot of satirical stuff comes across as like, oh, this is the thing I don't like. But the thing is, I think RoboCop like blends it with the plot so well you don't really notice it on your first like viewing. It's really good. I would recommend it. It's not a perfect movie, but it's a movie I definitely really like. Oh no, it's this again, where it like takes 100 hits to kill. I've had this happen. Actually, I'm gonna change the start level then, because every time I swear I play this game, when I get that level, that boss there never seems to die unless I like play it. Play it in like an opposite order. Balls 3D, maybe. Bomb King, yes. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna play the Genesis shooter I actually kind of prefer over Thunder Force. I know, evil opinion, but yes. This is the one that I really like, for some reason. And I don't even have that much nostalgia for it. I didn't know it existed until recently. This is Biohazard Battle. Just you wait. It gets weird pretty quick. In Japan, this game is called Crying. That's not a joke. Yeah, this is Biohazard Battle. It's a shoot 'em up where you get this rotating thing. And it's weird. I love Lords of Thunder. I have that installed because it's such an excellent game. I usually don't lump it in because it's a CD game, but it is probably one of my favorite Genesis games ever, even though it's not on technically not the same hardware. And I died. Crap. Oh yeah, I'm gonna voice my honest opinions here. I think Night Trap and Bubsy coming back are really just people cashing in on the whole so bad it's good thing. Because everyone out there when I saw it was like, oh no, why are they doing this? Ah, Bubsy is such a bad game. That's why. Because everyone knows it's awful, so everyone's gonna buy it out of morbid curiosity. I would buy Wild Woody Remaster. That would be amazing. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. I still honestly hope Tempo gets acknowledged someday. It's like one of the 3 90s mascots that isn't Sonic or Mario I don't hate. Probably because he's not a dude with tube game for the most part. Why am I fighting sperms? Because Biohazard Battle, that's why. Hi, welcome to my stream. I'm rambling about stuff. I bet you didn't guess that from the title. But yeah, I've always sort of, like, a lot of people on Twitter and stuff are like, oh my god, why would they bring back Bubsy and stuff? That's the problem. They know that it's a bad game, so they're just trying to capitalize on it. Simple as that. It's not like some sort of bad... In fact, I would say it's a genius marketing strategy, because while it may sound weird to say that we're bringing back a bad game, everyone knows the bad game, everyone's familiar with it, some of them probably know and haven't played it yet, so they're going to get a lot of money just from doing that. Yeah, the reason Shaq Fu's coming back, exactly. Though I'm gonna be honest, I'm actually kind of looking forward to the Shaq Fu one, because that actually looks like it could be a fun game. That's not a joke, it actually looks like it could be good if the gameplay turns out alright. Because it looks like a sort of like platform beat-em-up thing, and I like those kinds of games. Race driving in the arcades was a lot more well-known. I don't think that would count. I think that actually had a more positive thing. The reason Perfect Weapon was I don't think anyone knows about Perfect Weapon except, like, 3 people, and that includes you and me. I think that was just bad management. That was just them saying, hey, let's grab any old crap from the PlayStation. Let's do that. When are we bringing back Pugsy? I would be okay with that, honestly. Pugsy's alright. I never really got into it, but it's better than Awesome Possum, at least. Yeah, Race Driver on the Super Nintendo is a work of genius. If I remember, Plog actually has a webcomic, like an official one, by the dude who did it. By the dude who was responsible for Plog. It's pretty great. So I'm doing bad at this. Like, really bad. You gotta hear the spooky boss theme, because it's actually genuinely pretty spooky sounding. I've just been too busy, like, rambling on that I'm not even bothering, like, playing the game. I'm just sort of flailing around like an idiot. Like I always do, to be fair, but yeah. Okay, I'm bad at this game. I'm gonna play an utter classic. I'm sure all of you love this game so much. But I like it because I'm an idiot. And I played it a lot when I was little. On my PSP. Alex Kidd, the Enchanted Castle. The one that nobody likes. Except for me, for some reason. I can actually, like, breeze through the first few levels. I've played this so much. Never mind! But yes, this is Alex Kidd in the Enchanted Castle. It's honestly not a very good game. If you want to play an actually good Alex Kidd game, play Shinobi World. Shinobi World is excellent, honestly. It's better than it has any right to be. Alex Kidd in Miracle World on the Master System is alright, but I never was a fan of how slippery the controls are. Otherwise, it's a much better game than this in every respect. It was indeed meant to be Sega's attempt at pulling a Mario until Sonic happened and ended up being 10 times better. I have a soft spot for Alex Kidd, though. I don't know why. Oh yeah, the rock, paper, scissors in Miracle World is dumb too. And it returns in this game because they didn't realize when a bad idea was a bad idea. Opa Opa is the best mascot. I love Fantasy Zone. Like, I really like Fantasy Zone. If I were to pull it up on MAME right now and play it, I could probably get far into it in like 5 minutes. And now I have to put my money where my mouth is, don't I? Screw it, I'm gonna do that right now, because I'm sure you all want to see me try this and probably fail. Remember when I said this was gonna be a chill stream? Now I'm, like, strung up again. Now that we're actually getting into it. Let's bring up Dynamite Heady again. Maybe someday I'll replay it, but not now. Alright, are you ready? So here's Fantasy Zone. It's a game where you shoot. We gotta get the controls. So the main strategy of this game is to drop bombs on everything. Sure, you have a front-facing weapon, but if you want any chance of beating these levels quickly, you need to drop bombs. And more importantly, get the twin bomb. So you can throw bombs by accelerating forward. You can throw them further. So what you do is you just sort of fly around and drop them. I'll shut up so you can see this. Mix in firing too, just to make it quicker. This is not a particularly great run, but of course, nothing that happens tonight is going to be particularly great. Never mind. But yeah, if you die, you lose all of your upgrades, which is annoying. Alright, there, that's the first level over. I did play this in a previous stream when it was dying, yes, but now I'm playing it when people actually care. Here's the first boss, you gotta shoot him in the mouth when he opens it. It's easy. Pew 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 pew, dead, yay. Grab the coins. I actually like McDonald's Treasure Land Adventure. It's an okay game. I don't like it as much as Treasure's other stuff, but I actually think it works. Alright, so you get the 7-way shot and the twin bombs. So you use both to breeze through everything. Especially 7-way shot, though. And the levels where all the bases are, like, at different heights, you can just use this and cheese it. Because it also kills enemies, too. And yes, I have a ridiculous trigger finger, I'm aware of that. Alright, this guy's gonna drop a bunch of stuff, and I'm probably gonna get hit because the RNG hates me. Alright, come on. Alright. And one more, yeah! Alright, that was stage 2. Grab more coins. I'm gonna shoot this one first because I'm cocky. 7-way shot and probably grab a 1-up while I'm at it, yes. Shoot, 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 shoot! Dodge! Whoa! Sorry, I'm gonna start singing every now and then. I like the soundtrack. Alright, I've lost my thing, now I gotta rely on bombs! Ah! Oh no! Whoa! Hey! Shoot the things that don't get hit! Ah! Yeah, I did it! Wait, so this guy shoots them going up and down, as you can see. He, like, pulls them out in order. The thing that I like to do is try to get it down to 1 as soon as possible, so dodging it's easier. And using the bombs actually does damage these a bit more than shooting them. And using the throwing ability that you unintentionally have helps a lot, too. There, he's dead. Merry Christmas. Alright, here's my favorite level. Watch this. If I do it right, it will be the best thing you will ever witness. Alright, here we go! I don't have any of the good speed up, so it's not as fast as it should be, but yeah. Mash the button to win! And did it! Yay! Why does the ship have feet? Because he's Opa Opa, that's why. This boss is annoying, I don't like it. You have to shoot every bit on its arms to kill it. And that involves getting in, like, specific parts to damage it. And you have just a little gap for horizontal movement to actually, like, not get hit by the stuff. Or else you're gonna get smacked by the claws. Alright, he's dead. Alright, here's where the game starts pulling off the baby shoes. I don't know what that means, but this is where it gets real. This is where it gets legit. This is where it gets super tough. Alright. See, I told you, I just died. Oh no, I don't have enough for 7-way. Ah. Alright, this is gonna be fun. Probably gonna game over here. Because like I said, this is where the game gets relentless. And I only have bombs. Alright. Come on! You see? Look at all these bullets! You have, like, such a thin margin to dodge them. This isn't like a bullet hell game where you have a tiny hitbox, either. Normally, if you have the 7-way shot, you can do this a lot easier, because you can just cheese it. But yeah, when you have to play it legit, the game, your strategy changes quite a bit. The boss of this level is easy, though, trust me. That's the only good part. Alright, got one. Whoa! I think, like, it starts getting harder as the time goes by just to kill you off faster, too. Because remember, this is an arcade game, it's a quarter stealer. They want your money. Come on, come on, come on, yeah! And if you game over in this game, it kicks you back to the title. That's why I'm so worried right now. I'm not even looking at chat. I am in the zone. Whoa! How did I not get hit? Whoa! Oh! Oi! Remember I said about this being a chill stream? I take everything back. Ah! I still can't afford the 7-way shot. Can I at least kill the last one without getting a game over? Please. RNGesus, have mercy. Come on, come on, come on! Yeah! There, now I get to fight the boss. Watch this. Alright, here we go. You gotta shoot each of these, and you can't shoot the ones behind it until you clear a wave. There. And there's tons of bullets. By the time you get to the last one, it gets super easy. But these two I usually worry about, because they shoot big bullets that are fast. Alright, here we go. So just mash the button and move a bit, and oh! Stream good. I'm gonna redo that actually. Let's try this again. This time I think I know what I'm doing. Probably no. Alright, let's try this again. Without eating or drinking. It's weird when I played this on like a real arcade machine and I got to like the final level and then game over, but here when I'm streaming it and everyone can see, I screw it up. Also, I should stop looking at XSplit for the game. That has like negative 50 frames per second. Well, this is 60, which is a major difference in a game like this. Alright, that was the first level. Yay. Here we go! Tree Man. I forgot the boss's actual names, but they have them and they're weird in Japanese. I should be dead, and yay! After this, I'll give up. If I screw it up badly enough, I will quit after this run. And then go back to talking about life and stuff. Alright. I'm still weirded out by that the Tommy Wiseau thing. From what I can tell, someone on Reddit actually posted that video and that's how it grew to be so big. According to one of my friends who frequents Reddit. Because he's a nerd, lol. But yeah, I think that's apparently what happened. Someone found the video, posted it on Reddit, like, I forget which subreddit it was, but they posted it there, and Reddit being a frequently visited site, and it was one of the bigger subreddits, it got big, and then I get comments every day saying the same 3 jokes over and over again. And that killed me! Good, good. It got added to important videos after the fact, if I remember correctly. I think when it got added to important videos, that's when, like, it got, like, into the millions. See, now I'm trying to talk while playing this, and I'm out of the zone again. On the topic of Tommy Wiseau, I want to go see The Disaster Artist, like the movie version that they're making. You can stop 5 or 6 stores. It's like a stupid pose. His videos are the most important on the site. I agree entirely with that sentiment. Something's holding on. But yeah, I want to see The Disaster Artist so badly, but the problem is... Here we go, we're gonna go back to life again. I can't drive. I don't have a license. I am 2 years above the legal age for a license, and I still don't know how to drive, because I'm lazy and incompetent. There, okay, I'm gonna play Bomb Kick since you keep asking. I'm gonna sit back down in my chair, get comfy again. So yeah, here's Bomb Kick. It's a good game, very. If you want to know how good this game is, here's the Aladdin world. Yeah, total. I was gonna make a joke, but I didn't. But yeah, this is Bomb Kick. It is a work of art where it has these completely legal and sanctioned Disney Genesis Aladdin assets, which I'm sure were permitted on every legal ground physically possible. Oh, hold on. I'll be right back. I gotta go do something. I'm back. So yeah, back to life, back to reality. What was I gonna say? I was gonna bring up another weird story. I had a really good one too, and now I've forgotten it. I need to take a moment to focus about what I was gonna say. Hold on. Does anyone remember Nick Arcade? By extent, does anyone remember Nick Gas? Probably not if you're not American, but Channel 175 on our cable box. I used to religiously watch that. They had Guts, Double Dare, and of course Nick Arcade. I think it's kind of funny that I liked Guts so much because I'm not a sports person, but I guess the sort of weird twist they put on it kind of made it interesting for me. Yes, Legends of the Hidden Temple was on there too. I keep forgetting. That one was one of the ones I was like really into as a kid. I didn't know at the time that those were actually recorded in like 1990, like whenever. I thought they were like live happening now. Which actually leads into another story about Universal Studios in Florida. Back when they had the Nickelodeon studio, we went there. And I was expecting to get on TV with Nick Arcade or something. When in reality, we just went to one of those generic Nickelodeon, like, special time show whatever things. And I was really disappointed because it wasn't Nick Arcade. A bungee monkey. But the thing is, when I was little, I used to religiously watch Nick Arcade. Like, a lot. It was my favorite show because it was like, oh my god, there's video games on TV! I mean, I was easily impressed when I was little. But, like, the video zone or whatever, the virtual thing, I was like, wow, oh my god, this is the best game ever. Yeah, Flintstones, Burger Time, and Bedrock. It actually has really good music. Jimmy White's Roaring Snooker. Yes. I'm gonna die. I don't like Burger Time, actually. I always found it kind of annoying to play. I don't know why he started it up, though. But yeah, back in the day, it actually introduced me to a lot of the games I'm fond of now. It also introduced me to Battletoads. But that's a story for another day. But yeah, the thing is, one of the weird memories I have is one of the prizes the contestants would win was, it was like a Zenith television, or Zenith, or however you pronounce it. And I remember the announcer advertised it as like, see into TV or something like that. And when I was like 3 and heard that, I interpreted it as you could go inside of the TV shows. And I was like, oh my god, I can go inside Fairly Odd Parents. That was not a joke. That was literally one of the things that excited me. But yeah, like, this whole... It implanted this false idea in my mind that you could literally enter TV shows and stuff. Just from the bad way that the announcer lady, like, worded it. So for years, no, I wouldn't say for years, but, like, I used to desperately want that TV for these false, like, wishes. Also, I'm very fond of this version of Burger Time, though, because you can actually kill stuff in it. I used to think that they used to actually physically go into the virtual zone, too. Even though nowadays, looking back, it's really fascinating. It's basically like a really tiny, cramped set with a green screen. I also learned that they use the Amiga to actually power those games, too. Which is kind of a neat thing to know. Does anyone remember Game Farm? They had that on Nick Gas too, and I remember being kind of mildly obsessed with that, too. There's, like, very little footage of it on the internet, but... This one was more like a modernized for, like, 2003 interpretation of something like Nick Arcade, where they'd play, like, Halo and stuff. Like Halo and like football and stuff, but I remember there was this like, it was called like the Ultra Gamer who would like come out as like the final round competition and like challenge you, and he was like dressed up in biker gear, and it was ridiculous, but I thought it was the coolest thing. What does this, like, apron do? I never understood that. Oh yeah, I think I've already brought up Game Tap before, but... look for the older stream if you want to know more about Game Tap, but they actually had this on here, and I used to play this one a lot when I was little. I liked it a lot more than Burger Time because you could kill stuff in it. That was my entire reasoning, but honestly, I do think it actually is a bit more fun to play, because... you aren't as tightly locked into corners and stuff. I prefer it. More. Yeah, this is super Burger Time before you ask. Oh, there's like scrolling too, I forgot about that. There's like bosses in this if I remember too. It's all a bit weird for a reinterpretation for Burger Time, but it's pretty fun. You cannot kill them, it just stuns them. In this, you actually like officially get rid of them. Forever. You can also pick up different weapons, too, as you can see. I always thought that was pretty cool. Great, I'm starved for ideas of what to talk about now. Name a childhood game that you used to play religiously. And I'll see if I can come up with some sort of commentary on it. What if we made Burger Time mate with it? Ghoul School for the NES. Sadly, I did not play that when I was little. Actually, probably for the better, to be fair, but... no, I can't say anything about Ghoul School. Super Bub, we didn't have Net Your Ose in the US, at least not on the demo discs. Oh, hey, look, I got a new topic. I think I mentioned this on Twitter before, but I actually got out all of my old PlayStation demo discs. I used to play on those things a lot, but I was looking for this one thing that I found out's called, like... oh no, what's it called? It's like a demo thing where it draws, like, shapes on the screen. For some reason, that was something that, like, haunted me for, like, years after, like, I'd forgotten about it. I was like, I need to remember what this is. Oh yeah, it's called Tech Toy Demo. Not to be confused with the Tech Toy in Brazil that makes the Sega, that does the Sega stuff, but yeah. Oh yeah, did you... oh, here's a better conversation. Do you have that one game for, like, a console like the PlayStation or the DS that you, like, look back and ask, why did I buy that? For me, it's the DS. I have a lot of shovelware for that thing that I bought as a little kid. I own the DS port of Line Rider. You remember Line Rider, right? I didn't think so, but... that was the old Flash thing where you would draw, like, lines and a guy in a bobsled would, like, go over it, and it was on YouTube and stuff. I actually bought the DS interpretation where they added, like, stuff to it. I played it once and never again. I also own Ping Pals, but I brought that up a bunch of times. Ping Pals is like... no, Ping Pals, interestingly, was way forward, as in the Shantae guys. Yes, them. WayForward's attempt to get into DS development, but they didn't have any way to convince Nintendo to get them to make games for it, so they just made that. It's like PictoChat, except nowhere near as good, despite having more features. The thing is, with PictoChat, it's really easy to set up, you can mess around with it, doodle stuff. Meanwhile, with Ping Pals, you have to go through all this complicated nonsense to get it to work, and I don't think I ever actually played it with anybody. What else? I know, not a shovelware game, but I own Blast Core for the Wii, which was like a shoot-'em-up builder thing. I've always wanted to get back into it, because I never figured it out when I was little, but it was something that really intrigued me, and I played a lot because it had, like, example games and stuff. And I think I made a single, like, player ship, and that looked like Opa Opa from Fantasy Zone. Yes, I knew about Fantasy Zone when I was little. I think I brought that up once, but yeah. The Rampage game for the Wii. I don't think I've played that, but I hear it's not good. Trust me, it's probably nowhere near as good as your mind makes you think it looks. It was just like an oval that I colored slightly to make it look just a little bit in resemblance to Opa Opa. I want to do a Digimon game so much. But again, I think the language barrier and the fact that it doesn't emulate very well kind of keeps me from actually playing those. Because I would love to actually try and, like, get into that, because it looks cool, even if a bit limited. But then again, I have Construct 2 and, like, proper game stuff that I could probably just make a shooter in, but still, I think it would be fun, anyways, just to give that a shot at least once. Yeah, the NES one was translated, but the Saturn and PlayStation ones have a lot more features and are pretty cool. I was actually watching a bunch of user-made stuff not that long ago, I think like 2 months ago even. And my favorite ones were the ones where they would just shove in a bunch of references to old video games because I'm a nerd and I find that amusing. As you probably guessed. I made a few characters in Mugen before. Pretty sure you actually know about that, Pepe. I used one of your characters as a base to make Hager from World Heroes 2 and made him speak like Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yeah, that a while ago I actually live streamed me trying to make stuff in Fighter Maker for the PS1, where it was like this character that had like 8 million moves, and I think one of them was Jennifer Spin Kick, believe it or not. Not a joke, I think I actually did that before it became an in-joke. Bone Saw is ready! This was a long time ago. I think the stream was on my old channel that got banned from Twitch for some reason. I still don't understand. So there's no way I'm gonna dig that up, unfortunately. But I do still own Fighter Maker. I still have the PS3 to play it on. Oh yeah, I have a PS1 too. I literally have it sitting next to me. I should probably like pull that out sooner or later. But yeah, I just made this really stupid character and got people to watch me make it, even though it was kind of boring, to be frank, because the problem with Fighter Maker is it's really intricate what you can do with it, but it doesn't make for good live stream material. Oh god, my karaoke stream. Do I even have that archived? I don't remember. Where I sang Wonderwall, and after that my voice sounded like the 7th heir of Satan. I don't know what the 7th heir of Satan is, but it would definitely sound like that. I don't have Devil Dice, unfortunately. I didn't have many PS1 games growing up, or at least ones that I was aware of that I owned. I was mainly a PS2 kid because I grew up in that era. Yes, a Zippo lighter is an enemy. That's Heat Man from Mega Man 2 right there, obviously. I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all... Okay, I'll stop. I own Crash 2, but I don't think I ever played the third one until, like, years later. But I do have a weirdly distinct memory of watching my sisters play Crash 3 and getting scared of Uka Uka and walking away forever. They were literally at the intro cutscene. And that's all I remember about Crash 3 from my childhood. Which is funny, because even though I have more nostalgia for Crash 2, I honestly prefer Crash 3 as a game overall. I haven't played Insane Trilogy before you ask. Kinda want to. I have two sisters, in fact. Yes. I don't live with them, though. It's a long, depressing story, trust me. You don't want to hear it tonight. Even for all of the stuff I have said tonight, that one would be getting way too deep. And kind of sad. Whoa! Why has that become a meme recently? I don't understand. Like, it's a sound I would know by heart because I played Crash 2 a lot as a kid, but well, why is that a meme? I never understood. I used to rent games from Movie Gallery as a kid. I'm looking at the chat that just sparked a memory. I used to rent games a lot from a Movie Gallery as a kid, if you remember Movie Gallery. Whoa, 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 whoa! But yeah. I used to rent a lot of games from Movie Gallery. A lot of it was, like, crap, to be fair. I think I've told the story about Wario's World. But if you don't know, I'm gonna say it again because it's funny and slightly embarrassing. As a little kid, when we went to Movie Gallery, I wanted to get Wario World. The, Treasure-developed game. Yes, Treasure, as in Dynamite Headdy and Gunstar Heroes Treasure. But it was for the GameCube, as you probably may have guessed. But the thing is that it was one of the first games I ever noticed that had an E10 rating on it. That was around the time when that started coming into effect. And the thing is that my mom, out of nowhere at the time, started showing concern for game ratings. And she started showing concern, and it had, like, animated violence on the back or something. And for some reason, my sisters really wanted us to rent the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory game. Guess who won, and guess who ended up extremely angry and bitter that night? Spoiler alert, it wasn't me. Yeah, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory for the GameCube, I remember being a miserable experience even at the time. No idea what to do, the controls felt floaty and stupid, and I wish I had just gotten Wario World instead. Nope, it's not even based on Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, it's based on the one with the dude that people make fun of in it, who I forgot the name of because I forget things easily. Yeah, Wario's Land. I keep making it, like, multiple for some reason. Wario's World. Possessive. Possessive is the word, yes. Yeah, Johnny Depp, that's his name, yes. I can't believe I forgot about that. And again, my brain feels entirely fried today, so that probably doesn't help. I'm gonna stop playing this game. It's probably grinding on you as much as it's grinding on me. It's not actually a particularly exciting game, to be honest. So I'm gonna play Super Cobra and scream at the screen a lot, because this game's infuriatingly difficult. You get nothing! Good day, sir! Oh yeah, my cousin, I have like 8 million cousins, I know, and I'm not even sure if all of them are cousins, to be honest, but my mom likes to call them cousins. Again, another story I don't want to really go into, because if I had to elaborate, things would get depressing again, but... Why isn't this game booting? Hey, there we go. One of my cousins, though, used to have this huge VHS collection, and I used to watch Willy Wonka, the good one, and Wizard of Oz a lot as a kid. I think that's where he also had Spaceballs. I have lots of fond memories about that. Oh god. I'm gonna die on stream, great. Ugh! Ugh! Sorry, I just choked on air. Great, now my voice sounds super gruff because I just did that. Good. Ugh! Now that you're talking about old logos and, like, that again... On the topic of Wizard of Oz and stuff... well, I used to see this a lot. How am I gonna get this on screen? I'll just play the sound. If you recognize this, I love you. If you know what that was, I love you. But yeah, I used to hear that a lot, but yeah, I used to, like, watch Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and all that, like, yeah, Warner Home Video, you got it. I used to watch that a lot, and the weird thing is, I was never scared of the witch from Wizard of Oz, even though lots of kids apparently were. The thing that freaked me out about that movie was Dorothy getting hit in the head by the window and going into, like, the fantasy land of Oz. Like, it was actually freaked me out from, like, a existential sort of, like, physical level more than the actual, like, fantasy stuff did. What was the worst opening logo again? That's a really hard one. I am one of the 3 people on Earth who isn't a 12-year-old who shares an interest in logos because I'm an idiot, and feel free to laugh at me about that. I entirely deserve it. But yeah. But yeah, the worst logo I would say probably, what was the one I used in my video called a video about logos? The really long one that's silent and pointless. They have so many, like, generic names, like Home Video and Super Video and etc, etc, and they're all from, like, Italy and stuff. And they're always hilarious. That Class Video, that's what it is, yes. I need to pull it up now because it's hilarious. I would argue this to be the crappiest logo in the history of the universe. Where is it? Here it is, yes. Bad news is you're gonna see bits of my screen when I do this, and that's gonna be fun. Alright, are you ready for good? There you get to see my super non-standard hipster browser too. Can you crop in this new version? Oh, there it is, yes. You can see my mouse too. It's slow enough so I don't need to worry about going too fast with it. Here. Yes, I'm using Vivaldi. Yeah. This isn't real time. I did not do anything to the video. This is straight from YouTube. It just sort of, like, types in like, you can just hit, if you imagine, like, squeaking, like, chalkboard sounds as they like, wipe in, it works so well, like... It's trying to exist, exactly. And then... Doot. Doot. And that, my friends, is visual effects as imagined by a DOS prompt. Oh, here's another random topic, weird dreams that I've had. No, not weird dreams like the game. I know someone in chat's gonna say that, but... I have lots of strange... Great. I'm not gonna click on that. It's probably just like vid or something. Everyone's seen vid. But yeah, weird dreams that I've had. Recently, I guess because I'm just so into like old school video games, I keep having recurring dreams that take place in this one arcade. It kind of looks like the one in Chicago that I usually go to. Well, not Chicago, it's close to there, but... The thing is, in my dreams, I'm always horribly afraid of playing any of these video games. When in reality, it's quite the opposite. Because there's always some weird, like, glitchy thing happening with them, where, like, they're making weird, uncanny noises and stuff. And it's all a bit odd, but they always take place in the same, like, location. Oh, Selena Studios, yes! That one's good too, but that one takes 5 hours to finish, so I'm not posting it. Yeah, Wild World, where it has the Windows NT startup. Was Polybius one of the games? No, but it kind of had that feeling of it, though. But at the same time, like, this recurring arcade, it looks about the same in every dream that I've had. Like, complete with the inconsistencies from the real place that my mind is basing it off of. It's weird and freaky and fun to talk about because I'm into that kind of thing. Wild Woody! I'm not gonna do the full scream, that would kill my throat even more. While a MIDI of Tiny Tudes plays, and then it explodes and becomes a freaky statue head. That sounds like the best thing ever. I need to see that someday if you can find it. My other weird dreams I've had, like, the thing is, a lot of these I can't really say without going into super big depth about, like, the locations they take place in, because a lot of them get pretty surreal and crazy. I've seen it? I hope! Because it sounds amazing! I died. Yeah, weird dreams that I've had, I can't think of many. I usually end up forgetting my dreams when I wake up. Only if it's, like, particularly memorable in some weird way that I remember it. I used to... Oh, yeah, actually, I can go into another life story here. I used to really be into the concept of lucid dreaming when I was, like, 12. Like, I used to be like, oh my god. It's more than 40 seconds. God, jeez. I used to be into lucid dreaming when I was, like, 12. It was, like... this whole concept of being able to do whatever you want and such. We had this Jesus clock, and one time I dreamed it was Jesus clock about that Jesus wouldn't beep, but I woke up crying. That is the greatest mental image I have ever had in my life. I need to make that into a video now. Oh my god. I'm gonna play Pang. I don't know why, but I am. What meep, and I woke up crying. That is probably the funniest sentence I have read all day. Thank you. A lot of dreams I've had were like, in it I'm scared of something when in reality I would never really be. It's weird. I've had a bunch of dreams where like, it's like a video game, but I'm like physically involved in it and go in and out like seeing cutscene screens and stuff. I think that probably says a lot about my life and my mental health, to be fair, but... yeah, life is too short to be little. Last 1 second. Oh, no, I died. But yeah, when I was little, well, not little, but when I was 12 and so, I used to be obsessed with the concept of lucid dreaming. I was like, oh man, there's all these forums and stuff dedicated to being able to control your dreams and do whatever you want. And I think I managed to achieve that state, like, once, and even then, I'm pretty sure it wasn't actually the type of dream that they claimed that it would be. I don't think it's actually even physically possible to have a lucid dream, but I could be wrong. I'm not a scientist. Because, like, the closest I've been, there's still, like, linear paths of events, though. I really did like you, Nikki. Funny that you say that. I actually was obsessed with that game, but not for the same reason. I just thought it was interesting and weird. I did not have a dream journal, but I wanted to keep one desperately. I think I wrote a few things in Notepad on my old laptop, and that was it. Last 1 sec. Man, I forgot how really fun these games are. Wait. Same newspaper with different text on the front page. Oh! That just reminded me of one of the dreams I had. Not just a specific moment out of it, but I remember in one of my dreams, I was in my my 3rd grade classroom, so this was like years ago, obviously. But the thing is, I was in like a bizarro, like even in the context of the events of the dream, like a bizarro world version of it, and every time I would look at the door and look away, it would get thinner and thinner. Like, it would physically get smaller and smaller. I think it was influenced by, when I went to Ripley's Believe It or Not, and they would have, like, these really weird, like, super thin doors and stuff that led to nothing. But yeah, like, I would physically look away and then look back at it, and the door would, like, shrink and get, like, thinner. To the point where you'd probably not be able to walk through it. It was weird. I always like to try and reason out, like, any particular reason why something happened in one of my dreams. I've come to a few interesting theories, but nothing conclusive. Yeah, that Jesus clock dream is amazing. That sounds like a video. It sounds like a video I would make, like, nowadays. In fact, after the stream is done, you should remind me to make that into a video. Just a Jesus clock, and then it zooms in and says meep, and then just cuts to the end. I've had a bunch of dreams where I've met online friends, even though I don't even know what half of their faces look like and such. I did not hit her! It's not true! It's bullshit! I did not hit her! I did not! Oh, hi, Mark. There, that was my bad Tommy Wiseau impression. Thank you. I dreamed about Roddy calling me on my phone once, and he told me he was lonely. And this was amidst an already really weird dream that I had. I posted about it on Twitter. Like, he didn't physically show up, but he actually properly called my phone. Complete with, like, the, like, proper, like, call incoming screen and everything. Yeah, this dream I had was another weird, spooky arcade one. But, like, this one is one of my favorites because it escalates further just beyond, oh, look, these games are being weird. So one of my unnamed uncle that I'm pretty sure doesn't even exist in reality drops me off at this old rickety arcade, okay? A lot of the games there are, like, weird hacked versions of, like, already existing ones. I think one of them was Blaster, the old Midway arcade game that I actually have a high score on, believe it or not. Like an actual fully recognized one and everything. One of them was like Blaster, there was like Smash TV, just all these old arcade games, and they were like hacked to do all of these really weird stuff, like these really loud, like, speech synthesis voices, and it had like weird colors, and the arcade cabinets were like dilapidated, and like, it was like the setup to a really crap creepypasta, so let's just leave it at that. The thing is that after I got done, I think I, like, walked downstairs, and there was, like, an amusement park ride exit, and I make, like, a snarky joke saying, oh, yeah, that looks safe, even though there's no context behind that snarky quip, I just say it. I think, and then it goes dark, and in my dream, I apparently went to sleep downstairs where that amusement park ride is. Even though I'm downstairs where there's no light. Where there's no light, it goes dark like there's sunlight. Your message is being checked by mods and has not been... What? I don't know why it blocked that. That's a perfectly valid message for this channel. But yeah, like, it was like the sun came down and back up, and I was apparently down there. So I woke up, in the dream, quote-unquote, woke up, went back upstairs, and now instead of there being an arcade, there's like an office. And there's a lady behind there, and a bunch of other people, and they're like, and they claim to be a paranormal game investigation unit. And and they have like stacks of Atari cartridges, but then the real M. Night Shyamalan plot twist comes out, and she flat out says everything you're seeing isn't real, and I'm hallucinating. And then the dream just ended there. So if David Lynch wants to hit me up and write a script based around that, I would be more than glad. I'm pretty sure it'd be right up his alley. Your dream became self-aware. I've had a bunch of dreams where I've actually tried to avoid waking up because I'm enjoying what's happening in it too much. That's always kind of a bummer, to be honest. Like, I start to, like, realize and everything in the dream starts to go dark, and then I wake up. Like, I've had that happen before, and every time it happens, it's always during a dream where I'm actually enjoying myself somehow. Though I have actually tried forcibly waking up from nightmares and stuff, too, so yeah. The mind is a strange thing. I think we can all agree on that, at the very least. Oh, God! You want to know how much, like, my dreams represent reality so much? My mind actually, this is not a joke, my mind actually likes to tease me about the fact that I want a physical copy of Tempo. I have had, like, 3 dreams, like, in the past, like, 2 or 3 years, where I end up finally obtaining a copy, and then I wake up, or, like, something happens shortly after. It's not a joke. A few nights ago, I had a dream like this, and this is how apparently sad and pathetic my life is. I had a dream. Thanks for calling Pizza Hut. Thanks for calling Pizza Hut. But yeah, I had a dream last night. We went to a convention, and I found a copy of Tempo. And it came with a VHS of an animated promo for it. As you may know, this does not exist. And that day, SMEDIS was never the same person again, and everything he knew was suffering after he found out it did not exist. It was weird. No, I didn't actually see what the promo was. I just pulled out, like, a VHS tape in, like, a corner and saw it, and I was like, in the dream, it was, like, the best thing I had ever seen in my life, and then I woke up, like, not long after. So yeah, enough about my life being pathetic. How about you people's? The original American cover. The one I posted about on Twitter that was in the magazine? No, I haven't had anything like that. It's usually the Japanese version of the game. You know, I would be perfectly fine if it was a copy of Zokuro Z. I actually like that game. Man, I forgot how actually really fun these games are paying. Icon. be badly animated as Hammerman. Probably have really pretty art, but like it would have like no animation frames at all. If I dreamed about skeletons, probably, but not in the way that you would expect these days, though. It's probably just a nightmare I had when I was little. Animated porn. No, I said promo. Like, it was like a little, like, short cartoon, allegedly of Tempo, and to be fair, if I found out that existed in reality, I would be all over that, honestly. I think that would be kind of great. Yeah, I want to see that one with the Tiny Toons MIDI. That sounds amazing. Oh.
A Wiener World presentation.
Wiener World. Now that is a good name, if I do say so myself. You just missed the animation, but yeah, it's beautiful. I love it.
A Wiener World presentation.
I can't believe that's real. I want 50 videotapes with that on there now. The skeletons have come to take my video games away. Oh yeah, I had a dream where I was protecting Dr. Ashen from a crazy lady who was trying to kill him in a hotel. This was like two days ago, and this actually happened. Well, I mean, it didn't actually happen, but I actually dreamed that. Be at the start of every Redfire game. Well, my, secret upcoming project, is planned to have a bunch of randomized, like, startup screens. I've actually posted a few of the ones I remade. I did the Neo Geo and I did the PlayStation. But yeah, it's planned to have a bunch of randomized startup screens, and one of them is going to be dedicated to a bunch of FMV clips. And I am thinking of stuffing in a few logos here and there for, like, TV and movies and stuff. And if I remember, I might put in Wiener World, because that is amazing. That's beautiful. Also, what are these dinosaur things? Why do they exist? Yeah, I finally beat the level. Yeah, I definitely have to put Wiener World in it, though. Yeah. I don't know why, but I get a lot of strange joy recreating stuff from games nobody cares about. Because like I said, I remade video game startup screens and stuff, trying to get them as accurate to the source material as possible. Uh-oh, someone just DM'd me on Discord. Oh, it's the Meep, Jesus Meep thing. Naming your news portal Ars Technica. Actually, I have something relevant to that, but I'm not going to spoil it. That's actually something me and a friend have been working on. Jesus Mept. Yes. So yeah, I was like super depressed and talking about how I'm oversensitive, and now we're just talking about meeping Jesus clocks. and stupid things from like whole old videotapes and stuff. This is the ultimate character progression. The do 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 do. Yes, I've heard that 1,000 times. I was really into Metal Gear Solid in like 2013. Like that was a big part of like my like games I like list thing. Yes. I remember on the PS3 I got the HD remasters for 2 and 3. I finished 2 but only got halfway through 3 and gave up because I got bored or something. I don't know why. I like looking back, all of the Metal Gear Solid games are kind of stupid. Don't get me wrong, I love Metal Gear Solid, but like I was like super into the plot and stuff. Like this was the most serious stuff ever. And now looking back, it's like, why did I take any of this seriously? This is the dumbest crap anyone has ever come up with. That's why I love it, of course, nowadays. But I was like unironically into it. I've got to replay MGS 1 and 2 again. I actually got through the tanker chapter of MGS 2 again recently. But then I gave up playing because I was like late at night and I was getting tired. People go on about their memory card reading thing about Psycho Mantis, but my favorite part of that is when he turns off the TV or whatever. I always thought that was a cooler effect, because it looks so real. Well, for the time, it looked real. Bubsy playing with your TV settings. He doesn't really turn off your TV, but like he pretends like he turns off the video signal though, and it looks like an old like video like text warning thing. Although there is a video of someone on YouTube where apparently they actually got Psycho Mantis to physically turn off the TV. I'm gonna go dig that up, actually. This is weird. You found it! Yes! Good! Post it! Yeah, here's this.
I don't know if it's just because this is an old piece of shit TV I got for free, but it's really fucking freaky because Psycho Mantis fucks with your TV and the game is part of his psychokinetic power.
Yeah, this is what it normally does, though. But then...
Ooh! Ooh! Look at that freaky shit!
Yeah, he gets it to...
This is an old CRT that I use
yeah.
for old video...
Oh no, I had my mic on mute.
Then play Ripper Ribbit.
Anyways, I was gonna say I'm probably gonna wrap up in a bit.
Go.
It's been a fun stream though. I'm glad you all came out to listen to me ramble about stupid stuff. Not sure if I might be uploading this to YouTube or not, but I'd like to thank you all, though, anyways. It was fun. But yeah, here's a classic from my childhood, believe it or not. That's not a joke. This is Ripper Ribbit. We used to go to Chuck E. Cheese a lot, and they had this here, and it would dispense tickets.
Another ticket.
And now looking at it today, it looks like a really crap Windows 95 game. And you're not seeing that wrong. The frog's face does desync when he hits the spider. I'm gonna see if I can replicate that again, because that's some good sprite manipulation there.
That's another ticket.
Yeah, the Me Big Jesus story, definitely.
What a score! I'm feeling dizzy. Yum yum. Punch my tongue. Don't forget those cherries. Yum yum yum.
And that is the best video game ever made. What else did I have in here that's amusingly stupid? Oh, link in chat, gotta check it out. Oh, that's good! No, that's like me messing with Sony Vegas right there, just complete nonsense. That is good right there. That is some top quality. So let's play 3DO just to match the quality. Why is it stretched though? That's weird. Let's try doing it for just screen capture. You're gonna see these bits though, so that's fun. I don't know what I'm gonna play though. I don't have any of the good 3DO games on here. All three of them. I guess I'll play Gex. The prequel to... Oh yeah, Rockman! I have played Rockman on the ZX Spectrum. I don't get it. It's confusing. Here's Gex. I don't even know if I have the controls mapped properly.
It all started so simply. I had just finished my usual morning routine of nude funkercise, fired up the Barcalounger, grabbed a quick bite to eat, and prepared to watch some serious tube.
Wait, this is probably weird to people who don't live in the US, hearing this voice.
By Rez.
I know the whole thing about different voice in Europe. So that's Gex.
Party time!
This is Gex. It's Gex. It is in fact Gex. Just to clarify, it's Gex.
Let's get back to the mystery base.
It's a platformer game. Outdated pop culture reference number 100. Yep, welcome to Gex. Just summarize that so accurately. You see, with all of these, like, old, like, mascot platformers, I've always wondered, like, what people in the time, like, thought of them. Because I know nowadays these are all, like, infamous for being not very good and such. But I want to know, like, back in the day, was there anyone out there who was, like, wowed by these at all? Is anyone out there who said, yeah, I really need Wild Woody in my life? Looks like the best video game ever made, etc., etc.
Oh, yeah. It's tail time.
Nothing will be as good as Wild Woody. I agree with everything you say in that sentence. Bubsy does not compare. That is an unfair comparison. You should be ashamed of yourself for making that. Yeah, Donkey's Gex video. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna show off stuff I made in Construct again like I did last stream. I should probably get to that. I don't think I have much new to show, but I will anyways, just in case. Yeah, this is my favorite Castlevania game.
Last visual camera.
Make a game where you fight a meeping Jesus clock. Okay. Actually, since I showed myself making something in Construct last stream, I might show myself making something in Sony Vegas this time.
Last visual camera.
Yeah, this is Gex. I'm pretty sure you probably forgot about that, so let me just remind you. This is Gex. It's Gex.
Boys, nice touch.
Actually, no, I'm gonna do that right now. I'm starting to get a little bit tired and bored of doing this, so... Let's make the Meeping Jesus video. Let me show you my creative process. So, was it a clock that looked like Jesus, or was it a clock that had Jesus on it? Oh, thank you. I didn't even have to ask. So, first off, I'm going to open this in paint.net. Oh, it will use paint.net. I know, shut up. I'm going to take the white outline on it. Can't even see anything on stream yet. I'm gonna, right when I get the Jesus clock picture ready, I'll put it up. And of course, it's gonna be really laggy because my computer hates me today. It's gonna take 5 hours just to use the magic wand tool and get rid of a white border. Wait, I can actually use game capture for Sony Vegas? What? Wait, I'm gonna test this. If you can see the video on stream, I'll just leave it at that so I can keep you all guessing when I make the video. Yes! You actually get to see the video without me showing the rest of it, so I'm not gonna spoil it. Alright. I'm gonna match source aspect, and then just have it a bit further back into the background. And I'm gonna make it just sort of sit there for like 30 seconds. I'm gonna put like ominous background like ambience too. I actually downloaded this the other day, but I meant it for another video, but I didn't get to use it. It's gotta be quieter than that. I could slightly, ever so slightly zoom into the screen. There. Except instead of Dracula rising out of his grave, it's the Jesus clock. And then at the very last second, I'm gonna record myself going meep into the mic. Meep. 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 There. I'm gonna upload this before the stream just to confuse people even further. Meep. Then meep. Meep. Here. Meep. 10 out of 10. Brilliant. Rendering this right now. Implying Vegas doesn't fart and then die and make me have to do that all over again because I didn't save. Actually, I should save that just in case, though. Jesus meep.vg. So, rendering. Make the wall louder as time goes on. Okay. I'll hold you to that then. It's not a great fade in, but I guess it works. So now I'm gonna render this. Oh, make Jesus' mouth open, okay. You know, I'm gonna get like an old synchro box like thing out. Let's see if I can do this. Clutch cargo. To give it that real uncanny valley feeling. YTP tennis in China. So I'm gonna take the mouth out and put it over the clock when he goes meep. Thank you. This is the first bit of actual channel content I've had in a while that doesn't involve like a recording of something. Oh wait, no, I did that NES video. I forgot. Oh yeah, you can still see the actual video though when I do this. So yeah. Right. Meep. So I gotta get that beautiful, realistic mouth in. So we can speed it up a little bit. Get it just in enough so it looks legit. Then I gotta crop it out. Just gonna use all the lips. This is a good out of context screen cap, I'm aware. Meep. Meep. Alright, so now I gotta make it make it a little bit blurrier so it looks more natural. Who am I kidding? This isn't natural in the slightest. Alright, now go into color curves. Red. That's about right, but I'm gonna have to make it a little different. That's a good picture. I don't think the mouth opens enough, though. I guess it works. Maybe just have it reverse halfway through. There. Now we get to witness in its full beauty this video that I made. Rendering right now! That's it. It's perfect. No more edits. Rendering. Almost there. And... done. Yay. Now to upload this to YouTube before telling anybody and just have them be very, very confused by this. Just gonna call the video Jesus. And you should see it pop up shortly on YouTube. It's processing. And there it is. It's up. Oh, now I have to. I'm gonna show my Constrict stuff. Then I'll be out for the night. So I'm just gonna show some of the stuff I didn't show last time. It's gonna be quick. In fact, if I'm feeling especially cheeky, I might show you a bit of the thing I've been planning because I'm evil. First, I'm going to show what I mentioned before. I'm going to show you Oriental Hero. The thing, yes. But yeah, I tried remaking Oriental Hero. So here it is from the start. I even tried to do the ZX Spectrum, like, loading thing. Oh no, there's no audio! Ah! Okay, maybe I'm glad there's no audio. But yeah, I tried remaking Oriental Hero. I tried turning into a real game. I'm not sure if I showed this last stream or not. Probably did. But yeah, I tried to turn it into like a real game, kind of like Kung Fu Master, but you also have to dodge stuff while you're going through. And there's bottomless pits now, because why not? And yes, I'm aware the music is beautiful, you don't need to remind me. Yeah, the hot dog stand color scheme. This is from a football game, as in like soccer, if I remember correctly, the music. The pajama Sam devolving into computer spooky noise. Yes, okay, I did show this then. I'm gonna show you the rest anyways. I don't think I got as far as the second level. Or maybe I did and I'm just an idiot. I don't know. Never mind. But yeah, I got stage 2 here, which is just awful. You walk along and then these guys with the spears come out that jump when you kick, as you can see. But these knives are especially bad because they just come right out of nowhere and you can barely do anything to actually dodge them, which is fun. Thankfully, I have some of it memorized, but only some of it. I knew it was gonna happen, yeah. But if you want an especially amusing little musical nod, wait until you hear what the game over theme is. Yeah, those are the sounds from Ninja Master, not Oriental Hero, just for an added bonus. The prequel game to Oriental Hero. The B Orchestra. Come on, where's the one with the knife? There it is, yay. Take it slow or else you're just gonna get smacked. And here's the boss! Woo! It doesn't do anything exciting. I think I already showed this. Yeah. But yeah, the Game Over song, I'm not gonna show it. It's just a blank screen that says Game Over, but... If you know where that's from, you get a point. What else do I have in here? Oh yeah, I have this really crap attempt to make a survival horror-like pixel game. I didn't get very far in it, but I'll show you it anyways. I even made some music in Family Tracker with it using a weird sound chip. I'll reset it so you can get the full, exciting experience of seeing text on a screen. Welcome to No One Walks Alone. Again, this is far from a finished game, but I tried to make like a weird ZX Spectrum-y kind of thing. Complete with a weird digitized photo there. And I can't even start it, I forgot. And this is as far as the game got. This is all there is, but I have an entire soundtrack made for this. I did it myself, and it's not very good. But you just walk as this little flickery man and nothing happens. Exciting. Brilliant. Game of the year, I know. But I do have a soundtrack fully composed for it that I did myself using the Sunsoft chip, if I believe, and it's... well... And that's track 1. Here's track 2. This is actually a take on a song I did for a Doom WOD once. The only difference is that was much longer and much better than this. Here's main theme 3. That's a nod to Key Cavern from Zelda. Not this part, this part. I forget, but one of the Game Boy games has a similar thing to that. Here's Ominous. Here's a really inventive one. Are you ready? That's all it is. Here's Encounter. That's enough of that. Here's Last Encounter, where I just want nuts. Admittedly, that does sound like something out of a really bad Apple II game. And here's the ending theme. Okay, I think that's enough of that. And the death sound. Exciting. And that's about it. That project didn't get very far. Probably for the better, to be fair, because it was frankly just shaping up to be one of those generic survival horror indie game things. So probably not too ashamed that died. What else have I done? Did I show the Gradius thing I made? I'll show it anyways, just in case. I don't have that much in here. I would pull out all my old Multimedia Fusion stuff, but a lot of that's actually been lost to time in a hard drive wipe, so I can't. But I did this as like an experiment. This is probably one of the better things I've done that didn't go very far. Even though this was just a one-off game, I actually uploaded it even to Sierra Arcade. I just wanted to make a thing that was vaguely accurate to the original game. It's not that great, but it actually functions, which is a rarity. And then Big Core shows up and you actually have to shoot the bits off. Hold on. And when it dies, it goes boom. Then it restarts. Yay! Exciting, I know. I want to show this one in specific, but I'm not sure if I would be able to get away with it without spoiling a certain something about it. Though to be fair, most of you already know what it is. Well, at least like 3 of you do. I doubt the rest of you do, but I'll go look for something else in the meantime just to check. I can play through my Pokemon thing that I did for April Fool's Day that I actually finished, which is a rarity. Though I'm far less proud of it than I am Granddad, obviously. Oh no, I just deleted the chat. Ah, help. Yeah. If I ever try programming in C, I want to, but I don't know a good way to get started with it. Alright, let's restart this. You gotta get the full experience. No, this is the April Fool's game. Yes, no, the Shinobi thing was what I used to open the stream with. If you were there, you would have seen it. Yes. Here's the game that I made for April Fool's Day. I based it off of Mackin's games, aka Sonic Adventure 7 and all that. Yeah, and I forced King Pepe to beat it. The stupid year idiots known as SMEDIS2 did not know how to deliver for the April Fools. By many procrastination, he decides to make a game based on the infamous Mackinsoft Company of China, who will make many unlicensed games. He decides the idea was best, despite not knowing how much better it could be for all that he work on the game of Granddad instead. And then it's this. So you play as Pikachu here. The Sonic-like style of sliding actually works, but you don't get good use out of it, though. You jump on enemies, and the level design is designed to be as inhumanly evil as physically possible with the restraints. Yeah, control is better, but the level design is more deliberately evil, as some of you are about to see. See, I'm already dead, and I know this game like the back of my hand. I'll give I'll give myself 1 point. I do honestly think I got the whole like Mackin aesthetic down like perfectly. Even if it means even if it means being crap. No, even if it means the game is still crap, it's accurate to what it's supposed to be based on, though. Like, I got even little details like the screen turning white whenever it changes. This level. By the way, you're probably not hearing it, but I'm getting the music very loud in my earphones right now, so it's not fun listening to this. Probably get what I deserve for making this, but yeah. Lots of blind jumps here. You jump, go down, jump, jump. Then make this long jump here, don't die. Come on. And that doesn't kill you at the bottom there. Here's level 3, you gotta use these dragonflies to get over. And again, more blind jumps. Though they are kind of hinted with the vines in the background where the platforms are, but it's still annoying. Jump, jump, jump. Yeah, there's actually in the earlier version, there was an enemy right here where I'm standing, and you couldn't dodge it. No matter how hard you tried. You'd have to do like a pixel-perfect jump to survive that. I got rid of that because even I thought that was too evil for this game, and this is already an evil enough game as it is. Yeah, it's basically just a memory test. It's a trial and error thing. I meant it as a joke, not a real thing you would really want to play. Yeah, all of the soundtrack is ripped from actual games by them. This is one of the Mackin tracks I actually don't hate. I think there was almost a song here, but it still sounds like ours. It's just not as ours. And yay! And here's the good level, the glitch level. They did improve, yeah, but it still weren't really good. So here's the glitch level. I actually just ran out of ideas, so I made this instead of making a full proper level. So I just made it this weird dodging challenge thing. And yes, those are the actual platforms that are flickering in. The background means nothing. Those are actually just the hitboxes being put into visible view for a split second. It's all it is. Like I said, the background is completely superficial. It's a recolor of the level 1 background. Well, tile set. Like, if you look at them both side by side, they are the exact same level. I think just shifted right slightly. We gotta exploit that top of screen jumping to get by this without dying. And this one I'm not gonna bother doing. You have to pretty much exploit the top of the screen oversight thing. Gonna die. Last one, and yay! And the final boss. It flies up and shoots a thing, and that's all it does. But I'm gonna die to it anyways, despite this being the easiest part of the game. That's actually an unused sprite from Sonic Adventure 7. I wanted to use it because I needed to put in the boss. Because why not add a boss? Yeah, I pointed that out. That is the collision like stuff. Yeah. And here's the ending. Speaking of burger time in Bedrock. This drags on for way longer than it should. And then credits. And then when you hit enter, it restarts. Yay. I am weirdly proud of that game, but only because I got, like, the quirks of, like, Mackin's games in there. The actual level design is evil. Like, flat out. And I don't, like, I'm not nearly as proud of that. So I'm going to show a little bit of the, other thing that I've been dabbling with. But I'm going to only show a very limited bit of it, because reasons. Mainly I'm going to be showing off all the recreated boot screens I did for it, because this was kind of fun to make. Starting with...
Good morning.
Tekken. This isn't the final build of the new project, but a few people in the chat know what this is. Only a few, though. I have told them what it is straight up. This isn't the final version of it. I'm planning on doing it back from scratch, but yeah. Let's start with Tekken.
Good morning.
That's the good morning screen when the arcade version boots. Then we've got... produced for under license from the Genesis, which isn't particularly exciting. Then... the Amiga. And then one of the more visually impressive ones. And then the one I've managed to blow a few people away with. It actually wasn't that hard to recreate that. Macintosh. Warning, this game was for use in USA only. At the bottom it says be prosecuted it to the full extent of the jam. Here's a classic. Gamecom, even. With no sound, though. I'm gonna skip over that one, because that one spoils something about the game. And I actually posted this on Redfire. Yes, this is an intro screen. And finally, this. I would have done the actual proper startup screen, but there's no way I'm going to be bothered to actually do that. I'm going to show off a few of the bits that don't spoil a particular element, because there is a bit of, like, just concept testing and stuff that's vaguely interesting in here that you might want to look at. Like this. Hi, we're nearly at the end of the stream. I'm going to be shutting down in a few minutes to go get dinner. But yeah, here's some sine wave action. Exciting. I have like full like concept boss fights in here, but again, I don't want to spoil it. But I assure you, they are actually marginally more exciting than you would expect them to be. Alright, fine, I'll show one bit of gameplay, okay? You happy? But I'm going to go mask something about it. Alright. Alright. Hold on a second. I use my mysterious covert op special abilities. Yes. Those that I clearly have. Did I do it right? Oh god, why is it playing that song? I mean, if you know what this is, it's kind of obvious what it is, though. But yeah, if you're familiar, rather, with some of my past exploits in game development, this is probably going to look mighty familiar to you. Well, a certain element of it, rather. But yeah, I made a Mario thing in this. And if you get hit by anything, you actually shrink down, and hitting the blocks doesn't work. Exciting, I know. Yes, you can even ride on the Shy Guys, too. You can't break the blocks by kicking them, though. I'm sorry to disappoint you all. And it just keeps going. It's just Mario World 1-1, but crap. Beat up Birdo there. Birdo doesn't actually do anything, though, unfortunately. And stage clear. And it just hangs. Alright, I'll show you one more thing, okay? One more. Because that one was kind of underwhelming. I'm fully aware. Not showing that, though. That actually has, like, spooky stuff like dialogue in it. So, yeah, let's have this. And I can't see where I am. But yes, I remade that boss from Altered Beast that shoots the eyeballs. I based it on the Genesis version, so it's not as smooth, but it does indeed work, and it looks vaguely impressive, I guess. And you can attack it and everything. Shut up! I know what I'm doing, I swear. Absolutely. No, I don't. Alright, what's the most dangerously close I can get to spoiling something without actually spoiling something? I know, I'll take this, but rip out a part of it. Alright. Alright. Hold on, I'm actually doing, like, proper stuff to really mask this inhuman treasure of a video game that I'm making, or plan to make, rather. I'm doing a really good job at this, I'm fully aware. This is a professional stream for only professional peoples. Alright. Alright, I think I got it. I think I've got it. Alright. Alright. Okay. Here we go, yay. Who's played Sonic 2? I bet you probably have. This is placeholder text. Can you tell? I'm sure you can. It's too well written in Shakespearean. I'm fully aware. So Eggman here shoots stuff, and then it comes back at him. There, he spoiled the joke. And then there, and that's all there is actually. Rip. There. Are you happy now? You got to experience a minimal amount of this stupid project that I'm planning to make. Just mock-ups of it, even. So yeah. There. Merry Christmas. Good night. I'm gonna go get dinner now. Bye.